Hi Leos, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. For all my Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women, we're now covering January 24th till 30th, as you see below. So we're creeping towards the end of the month. And for this week, guys, on the 24th, we have Mars entering Capricorn. So our passions, motivations, desires, we're doing so in a more practical, logical, direct way. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, so this is favorable, will help us to have more willpower, endurance. So if you need to get things started or complete projects or do tedious work, things that you're like, you've been putting on hold, now is the time to do it because the energies are going to be aligned and help you. But because it's exalted in Capricorn, we can go too far and maybe drain ourselves or get exhausted and get burnt out. So you just want to have a good balance. But if you need to get things done, this is the time to do so, especially with all this Capricorn energy in the sky, okay? And then on the 26th, Mercury still in retrograde, but it's going to be shifting from Aquarius to Capricorn temporarily, and then it's going to be going back into Aquarius in February. So the way we're thinking, communicating, expressing ourselves is in a more direct, logical, practical way. No emotions, no feelings. If it's not about the money, the business, doesn't make sense, I don't see it, I don't hear it. So right now is going to be a time to really get work done, be practical, be rational, and not be in la la land or be communicating in this way to people, because that's what they're going to hear, that's what they're going to pay attention to, okay? And then on the 29th, Venus is going to be going direct. It's in Capricorn. So this is us seeing the reality and the truth of the people, places, things we love and desire and that we like. What's a need versus what's a want. And, why, I seen and understanding why a certain relationship didn't work out, or I didn't get this thing that I wanted, and understanding it, or seeing, okay, now I know what I need to do or what steps I need to take to buy this thing or to make this relationship work. But you're seeing, the reality, the truth of everything. And even with relationships, could be with friends, family, romantic partners. It's like, are we actually compatible? Do we have the same, are we on the same page? Like seeing the reality of it. Okay. All right. And like being attracted towards partners and people that you can actually build with, and it makes sense. Like we actually can work together. It's not going to feel like we're against each other or we're in totally different pages. So that's what we're going to feel more drawn towards, generally speaking. Okay. All right. But can also make people a little more superficial. So you just want to make sure there's always a balance, because there's always like yin and yang to everything. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards, as a little part 2 and continuation. Whew, I don't know about you, but I feel like January has been tiring. I've been feeling like super tired, exhausted. That Capricorn energy is intense. Like if you ever want to really learn and know about all the signs, like just study the seasons. Like every month that we go through, you get a feel for, you get a taste of what each zodiac sign goes through and how they are. You literally live through it, you feel it. And if you haven't felt it, like Capricorns have it rough, have it tough, because it's been like tiring this whole month. Even if you're doing like the same thing, it's like, I don't know why it feels harder. It just feels like you have to, it takes more effort out of you. Let me know if you guys feel the same. All right, so when it comes to your health, guys, I feel like there's something to celebrate here. Maybe there's good news. You could be spending time with some friends or family or people that you get along with, that you love their company, you like to hang out with them. I feel like you could be spilling tea or sharing some juicy information or gossip or tea to friends or, whoever these people are. Or your friends or family could be sharing some juicy tea and gossip to you, and you're like, oh, what? Oh my gosh, but it's like positive news. I think it's good news that's gonna make you happy. You're like, oh my gosh, like we have to celebrate, like cheers, like let's get some drinks, or come over to my house, or let's go do this. Like you may be getting together with friends, going out for drinks or getting dinners to celebrate something or celebrate good news, or you guys are just in a good mood. You're like, I haven't seen each other, we haven't hung out, let's go do something. So I see you hanging out with people, or just being happy overall. Even if you're not seeing friends or not hanging out, I just see you being in a good mood, maybe being happy, maybe because of good news, or you're just like in a good mood, okay? I see also like music and dancing, even if it's like by yourself, I don't know, but sometimes that's all you need to raise your vibration, right? Turn on your favorite tunes and just let the energies take you away. All right, so when it comes to your work, skill, career, and finances, I feel like you're resolving some kind of conflict that has been dragging or has been taking a while. You're finally making peace with it, or making peace with someone, or if you were battling some kind of, I don't know, conflict or negotiation or insurance or logistic or documents or something, it's finally getting worked through or sorted out. Or if you had a misunderstanding with a coworker, colleague, student, or anyone, that is finally getting resolved, and now you can move forward. So something that was kind of stressing you out, or that was kind of like a problem, is now getting resolved, and now you can proceed and move on to the next thing or the next task or the next problem. So you have one thing taken care of, and now you can move on to the next. And maybe this is you finally being able to work on something that's more important, instead of like little minor things that are taking up time, that maybe is like, why do I have to deal with this when I have more important things to do, you know? So it feels like now you can move forward and advance and have a better understanding and clarity about the situation. Like, okay, all right, finished it. Now I know. And a lot of times, you know, when problems come up, it's not to like give us a hard time, but it's to help us like learn, so that when something similar happens, we know how to tackle that situation and it doesn't overwhelm us, right? Because if we didn't have that understanding, we wouldn't know how to deal with certain things or deal with certain people, right? All right, so feels like you're going to be advancing forward and moving on to something else. Some of you could also be traveling for work, or you're going to be making a plan or scheduling to see or go somewhere possibly, or for someone to come to you, okay? All right, so communication being key for your work, finances, and all that. All right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side here, we have the Lovers, Ace of Pentacles, and the Tower. So some of you could have Gemini and or Scorpio somewhere in your chart. All right, and then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. And yes, it applies whether you're single, in a relationship, married, divorced, situationship, friends with benefits, you don't know what's going on. It's okay, it's just the energies. Just take what fits, leave the rest out. All right, so on this side, we have the Devil. And no, that doesn't mean this person's a demon or anything like that, so don't take it like that. Then the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, you guys have the best reading so far. I still have to do Sagittarius, but so far you guys have the best reading, I must say. Okay, so I feel like there are some major changes happening to your status and your relationship status. Okay, so who could you be dealing with? Definitely could be a Capricorn, or another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or another fire sign like yourself, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but definitely feel strong Capricorn energy. But it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time. I feel like this person is like a boss, okay? Not like arrogant, although maybe they could be, but maybe they have a reason to be. But I feel like they're bossy, they're a leader, they're very responsible, hardworking, very sensual as well. Like this person could be very physically attractive, could be a little bit like kinky, you know, likes to get freaky and down, whatever that means to you. And they're low-key very obsessed with you. I feel like they're very, very into you, very attracted to you. Okay. I feel like this is someone who can is very comfortable with themselves, okay, very comfortable with their body. Like they don't mind flaunting, they don't mind showing off, and they like that. They like to show off a little bit. I feel like they always look put together. They always look nice, or they wear nice things, or, you know, the way they dress, they always look good. They always look the part. I feel like this is someone who's very successful, so they could be really well off, maybe have a great career, you know, maybe on the right track, even if they're in school or they're having a job right now. It feels like they're on the right track, or they are a business owner, CEO. Seems like they do really well for themselves, okay, and they've accumulated a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth, or whatever that means. It doesn't have to be like they're like in a mansion, but I feel like they do really well on their own and very independent. They can have animals, okay, or live in an environment where there's a lot of animals or natural wildlife or lots of green and trees and stuff like that. And I feel like they're very hardworking, okay, and someone who is physically very appealing, very attractive, but there's also this like darkness about them, not in like a evil, negative way, but they're very kind of like serious, or maybe intriguing, hard to read at times. They can have like a dark, sarcastic sense of humor, but that also makes them very appealing, kind of mysterious, okay? And it feels like they're going to be very open with you this week, or there's going to be a moment when they become really open and expressive with you. And you're like, whoa, like I was not expecting that, because usually they're not really like that. Usually they're more kind of like mysterious or to themselves. They don't really open up that easily. But it feels like there's some kind of new beginning, new start here, and an important conversation and a decision between the two of you that you guys both make, or that one person initiates but the other person agrees. So I feel like some of you could be like moving in together, or you're purchasing a property together, or you're changing your relationship status. Like maybe you guys have been dating, or you are already dating and now you're becoming official, or now you are getting engaged, or you're taking the next step and moving in together. There's wherever you are on the ladder, it's like you're elevating to the next level and making a higher commitment to each other, or choosing to. And this is going to make you happy. And I feel like this is what they also want as well. They're being more open, more transparent, letting you in and expressing things to you. Whereas before they're maybe more closed off or not as like open. But I feel like there is some kind of new start here, and it's something that's real, it's tangible. It's like a major step forward. It feels, I think you actually really like this person. It feels comfortable to you, or like the way they handle themselves, the things that they do, it just, I don't know, it does it for you. You like them. And I feel like they have a lot of great qualities that you like, even like the dark stuff about them, or like if other people are like, oh, I don't know, like this and this, like you like that about them. Whatever other people don't like, you're like, I don't care, I like them, I don't care what you have to say. And so there's going to be like an element like of a surprise here, like unexpected turn of events, but in a good way. I feel like this is very positive. And I think it has to do with what they say to you, or how they express themselves to you. And the next step, like maybe they got you a jewelry piece, or got you a ring, or they're, surprising you and showing you this property or this place. And you're like, oh my gosh, like what? Some kind of big surprise here. And I feel like you guys are either probably in a relationship already, or you're getting into a relationship, or the connection you guys have is getting more serious. It's definitely getting more serious. So if you are already with someone, it looks like things are going to get more serious between the two of you. And if you're not with anyone yet, this may be happening for you very soon if you kind of put yourself out there, or you're open to it. So I see big major changes for you guys that are going to make you really, really happy, and someone who actually, can walk the walk. Like not just talks the talks, but walks the walks. And I feel like they're not the most like emotional, expressive, lovey-dovey person, but you'll know they like you and that they are there for you by their actions. They're more of a doer, okay? They will do things for you. They take action. You'll know through their actions that they care about you. They're not the most communicative, expressive type, but they'll do things for you. They'll buy you things. They'll be there for you, do favors, okay? Acts of service, yeah, like that could be their main love language, like acts of service and gifts, okay? All right, so we're going to be diving in deeper and extended to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. All right, so we'll continue on an extended. A link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. All right, take care. Bye.